We knew that this was coming. Why y'all be acting like y'all don't want to see the breakdowns or all the hidden messages? Oh, I don't want to have to go to the moon and back to decipher some rap lyrics or some visuals or some videos. First of all, I think I could actually put out the vote. Kendrick might have the best visuals and the best videos. Him, Kanye West, just in the hip hop side of things. What's your top three people that have the visuals and videos to go along with their songs? Kendrick is one of them. He's got some epic stuff out there. But when we talk about the breakdowns, the Easter eggs, the hidden messages, it's part of his whole rollout. It's part of what he does. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy it. I like the little mystery. I do the same thing with my movies. I'll go back in the YouTube videos after I watch a show or something like that, and I want to see the breakdown. I want to see what I missed. I want to see how clever somebody has been to put all this little sneaky stuff, behind the scenes and let you decipher it. It's like, on the rap side, rewind and find is more to find, i.e. Loaded Lux, right? Why can't we have the same thing with visuals? I don't know. I'm not here to try to protect Kendrick on that. I just see that there's always a crop of people like, who cares? Like all this conspiracy stuff in the videos. I think it takes work. I think it takes effort. I think when I see a directed or produced video by Kendrick Lamar, it gives us that much more entertainment value. I don't hate it at all. Actually, I want him to keep doing it. I want all rappers to do it, to be honest. So I got two videos that I want to get into, and just about everything that I saw in these breakdowns, I didn't know about, or I didn't peep just from watching the video. But I knew I was gonna have to look around the internet after the song set in for a week or two. So let's check some of this stuff out.
Kendrick Lamar just dropped a new visual, and I decoded the hidden meaning. Kendrick Lamar just dropped a new visual, and I decoded the hidden meaning behind it. Here are all the hidden messages in the Squabble Up music video. Make sure you stick around to the end to see how all of this ties together. Kendrick Lamar just unexpectedly dropped his highly anticipated album, GNX, this past Friday after a really eventful year. There was a lot of speculation on whether he was going to drop this year or the beginning of next year. Not only did he drop his long-awaited album, but dropped a visual to his track, Squabble Up, 2 days after releasing the project. After watching the video multiple times, I was able to point out hints, meanings, and potential Easter eggs. So let's get started. The video starts out with a still shot of a chandelier with a background that resembles the same color as the cover art of his Untitled Unmastered album he released in 2014. We then see a hand that reaches and brushes the chandelier, and at the same time Kendrick says,
"God knows."
Now throughout the whole video, I want you to pay close attention to the chandelier and its placement. I'm going to tell you why a little bit later, just bear with me, okay? We then get a full shot of Kendrick in the middle wearing blue, seemingly shouting out the Crips. A young woman crumping, a popular dance style from LA, and the kid from the initial shot brushing the chandelier hanging onto a highway sign labeled Central Ave, Wilmington Ave, and Long Beach Boulevard. Kendrick has close ties with the Bloods in Compton, where gang culture is very prominent. This symbolizes how impactful of an artist Kendrick is to get respect from not only the Bloods, but the Crips as well. The woman on the left is crumping and wearing tennis attire. I'm thinking Kendrick is showing his respect to Serena Williams, who was also raised in Compton, California. He also expressed in the song, Not Like Us, telling Drake to watch his mouth, speaking on Serena Williams.
From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena.
In the top right, we
Why am I laughing, y'all? Some of y'all might think that I'm reaching. I'm just laughing of how culturally boxed in Kendrick continues to make Drake. Now, if you want to be real, Drake dated Serena Williams, right? Wasn't that even the catalyst of the beef with him in Common? It was all over Serena Williams. So technically, he should be able to say whatever the hell he wants related to their personal relationship, right? Nigga better not speak on Serena. But when you put the tennis inspired crumper in the video, if it's related back to that tennis outfit, and i.e. Serena Williams, who also is from Compton, and then you have a lyric that it all comes full circle with saying, nigga better not speak on Serena. What you mean I better not speak on? I used to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? But the cultural boxing comes of like, this is a cultural icon. This is a black icon, right? So Drake, you can't speak on it. It's like, what? It's crazy how much he's trying to continue to put him in that same ass fucking cage at the end of the Not Like Us video. So now it's like, what? if Drake comes out and he says something bad about Serena Williams, it can't just be about their prior relationship. It's got to be a black and a half white thing. That's what like Kendrick is like painting it, right? He did the same thing with nigga. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Now, technically, if Drake is half black and he's hip hop influence and that's his culture, that's his background, right? Technically, he has a pass to say nigga. That's why he came back. And he obviously was rubbed the wrong way with that by coming out and saying, nigga, I said it, I hope it's your bad. I empty up because I'm friendly bad. I gotta go bad. Or you know what I'm saying? He just kept saying nigga, 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 trying to say, like, I can say it. You can't stop me from saying it. Culturally, I'm allowed. Culturally, I have the pass. Right. But what was Kendrick doing? He was trying to box him in. He was trying to make people scratch their heads and turn towards Drake and say, wait a minute, should you be saying the word? Even though he's been saying it for 20 years. This is why Kendrick is a bastard, man. He's like, yo, nigga better not speak on Serena. I used to fuck her. Why can't I speak on her? Because she's black. Oh. It's scary shit that Kendrick is doing, man.
You see the kid standing on the highway.
Maybe y'all don't see
this
it like
sign
that.
can be seen on Interstate 105 going eastbound on Glen M. Anderson Freeway. And can you guess where all these exits lead to? That's right, Compton, California. Also notice the kid is wearing the number 16 on his t-shirt. In the song Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick raps,
I done lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific.
and I also kind of noticed that there's 16 panels on the back wall. In the next scene on the left, we have 3 Blood Gang members posing in a freeze frame with the eyes blacked out. This could be referencing the Good Kid, Mad City album cover where there's Kendrick as a child and 3 of his relatives with their eyes also blacked out. We then see LA rappers G Perico and RJ Mr. LA dancing from one side to another. To the right, we have a group of 3 also dancing, and one of them being a longtime friend of Kendrick who also made an appearance in the DNA video. On this scene, we have 4 men getting hyphy, which is also a dance popularized by Mac Dre, who was a Bay Area rapper and legend. On both sides of the wall, we have the Pan-African flags. This is an ethnic flag representing the African diaspora and black nationalism. Also, during the Drake and Kendrick beef, there was a Twitter page, Ebony Prince 2K24, releasing cryptic details about Drake and his involvement in controversial subjects like the Mark Hotel and his use of Percocets and Ozempic pills. And I also want to note that
was your camp running that Twitter then? Is that why you putting the flags like it was us? Or you just pointing towards that Twitter account again and say, ha ha, we see all the stuff going on. Damn, Kendrick is
Future and Metro Boomin have the same flag in the Streets Made Me a King music video. And we all know that the Like That record sparked the back and forth between Kendrick and Drake. Kendrick is seen once again in the middle reading a book titled How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies, with 2 balloons tied to the chair. One balloon being blue and the other being pink. That could represent his 2 children. In this scene, on the far left, we have a man with shades wearing a striped long sleeve shirt with Black Jesus on it. Behind shows a melanated woman in a white bathing suit holding a pump shotgun. I don't know, this sort of reminds me of Pam Grier in the 1973 American blaxploitation action thriller Coffee, where she plays a black female vigilante who seeks violent revenge against a heroin dealer responsible for her sister's death. As we go to the right, there are 2 black guys that get into an altercation, which results in one of them getting knocked out by a black woman as they proceed to steal his belt and watch. And again, we have Kendrick in the middle dancing alongside Storm DeBarge, who also appears in the Not Like Us music video and is a staple when it comes to LA dance culture. In this scene, we have a black female dressed in Black Panther attire and the black male dressed in the tux and jerry curls that was popular in the 1970s. In front of them is a board with magnet letters. Could this be an Easter egg on what's to come from Kendrick Lamar? Y'all let me know in the comments section below. On the left, we have 5.
I can't believe nobody took all those letters yet and put that together. Like started making words out of it of different meanings that could come out of that magnet board. Once again, it's not there for nothing. Even the letters, it's not there for nothing. I enjoy it, man. Yo, drop a comment below and let me know. Do you think that Kendrick comes up with at least 70% of the stuff that's in his visuals and the Easter eggs on his own? Or do you think that is more than 50%, hypothetically, for example, from his director? Right? Like you got to sit around the same way you would write a song. You got to script this stuff out. Right? Because obviously you're going to put the actual actions into a visual. So you got to script this stuff out. putting this little small stuff together for a 3, 4, 5 minute video could take weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if it take month plus. The layers of research and ways that you can translate from little hidden Easter eggs and messages into visuals, that could take a while to put together. I would love to. He's never going to do it. I would love to hear somebody interview Kendrick Lamar about all the Easter eggs in his video and how does that come about, the creative process of it.
Melanated women with digital belt buckles saying West Side in front
He
of
said
a pink
melanated
backdrop.
women.
These type of photos were also very popular in the 1990s.
He said melanated women. Think about it. The person, let me shout him out too. Shout out to Kwai B, man, with this video. Everybody check out his channel. Think about it, man. He didn't even say that with any sarcasm or anything. He was just doing his breakdown. He said melanated women. Since when do we call women melanated? It's like you ever be around a group of white people, you know, if they're still calling black people colored people, it's like colored. Like, what you mean? Like, he got the creator of this video probably because of the Drake energy and all the question around his cultural position. He said melanated women. How do you say that? There's some colored men in the background. African Americans in the left corner. Kendrick is fucking Drake up, man. You got people saying it subconsciously. I can't let go of niggas saying melanated B.
And 2000s amongst the black and Hispanic community. Then in the middle, we have Kendrick holding a sign saying Jesus saves gangsters too, with Jesus and gangsters written in blue and red. Notice how Kendrick tilts his head upward, depicting Jesus Christ as we famously see in portraits. In this scene, we see Johnny Elmero Janquero, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, who is of Hispanic origin and infamous pop locker from LA doing his thing. And I honestly think he's killing that motherfucker. I mean, look at that. In the background, we have Latinos and Latinas dancing to the song as well. I believe this is Kendrick's way of unifying another culture from LA.
Go, but I know that he popping it.
Kendrick is seen standing and showing that he's unfazed by simply rolling his eyes. We then get a wide shot of Johnny and his companions dancing, Kendrick kneeling down to candles, which symbolize that he's reincarnated. We also see a little kid sitting on a miniature toy bike, which is a nod to Menace to Society. Dangling.
I put that in the thumbnail because when I watched the video 2, 3, 4 times, I never caught that. That's one of my favorite joints right there. The kid just facing the wall in the back on the Menace to Society tricycle. That might be my favorite Easter egg in this video. That shit is because it's such a classic movie. To me, it's a top 10 movie of all time. Menace to Society. That is so sick.
From the chandelier right above some roses is a homage to the late and great Nate Dogg and his iconic album G-Funk Classics Volume 2. Ooh, who doesn't love 3 BBWs dancing and gyrating? We also see a little black kid playing with hydraulic switches on a light pink GNX. We have a man in a dog bite suit getting attacked by a pit bull.
It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog.
In this scene here, we have Kendrick referencing Isaac Hayes' The Black Moses album. Could this be Kendrick's way of telling us that there's going to be a second installment of the GNX? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then we have a wide shot of Kendrick dancing in front of a Black Panther model. As you know, Kendrick was involved in the soundtrack of the Black Panther film. So we then have a banner rolling down saying Compton Christmas Parade. That may be hinting that Kendrick may be in attendance. And then the video concludes with directed by Calmatic. Calmatic collaborated with Kendrick early in his career, shooting his Monster Freestyle and Cut You Off music videos. Remember at the beginning of the video, I told you to pay close attention to the chandelier? Did you notice anything? It's okay, I'll give you a second. Notice how the chandelier is in the center, the whole video, and in every scene. Now you may be thinking, what does that mean? What's the significance of that? I got you. The chandelier represents the presence of God or a higher power and illuminating physical spiritual realms. Which is why in the beginning of the video, when the chandelier was brushed by the kid, Kendrick says,
God knows.
Throughout the whole visual, Kendrick is always in the middle and under the chandelier, except for one scene where Nate Dogg's album is in the middle. Kendrick is obviously paying respect to the legend, which is why he's off to the side, but he's still illuminated with the candles on the ground. He's conveying that no matter what dark energy is trying to knock him off his course, God is always on his side. The theme of the whole video and how this all ties together, like I said in the beginning, I believe this whole video is about unity, divine guidance, and spiritual enlightenment. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if there's anything that you caught that I've missed.
There's another one that we got to pull up here. The spirituality, I definitely see throughout this whole video, and the unity that's very, very clear as well. I don't know if his chandelier one is a reach. I don't. There's a lot of depictions of being of the illuminated, being of the righteous, being of the in the loop and of the know. In Hollywood, in music videos. This goes all the way back. I will forever remember the wave behind the On to the Next One video with Jay-Z and all that. Rihanna and Beyonce depictions that were happening in their videos. A lot of that was around Freemasonry, people thought, and Illuminati and stuff, people thought, but the illuminated is very, very common in videos, right? And here, I don't think that that's a reach by dude. I really don't. He did something to that effect in the Not Like Us video, right? Where he was standing, it was like the black and white scene where he was standing in front of the car lights and somebody with a mask was walking up behind him. And then it just, boom, it just like, he just went flying as if he was being protected by a higher power from an evil, right? So I don't think that that's a reach here. I really don't. Just because it's a chandelier, it's people use different forms of lighting to depict being of the illuminated. So interesting. Let's get into the second one, much shorter. This one right here is only like 3 minutes, but let's check it out and see if there's ones in here that wasn't in the first one.
Kendrick's Squabble Up music video is packed with layers, callbacks, and cultural references. One of the biggest takeaways is that Kendrick might be hinting at a double album. Two of the referenced albums in the video, Isaac Hayes' Black Moses and Nate Dogg's G-Funk Classics, are double albums, and the second volume of the Nate Dogg album is what's spinning. When you combine this with him hinting at an appearance at the Compton Christmas Parade on December 14th, it wouldn't be surprising if another project was on the way. He's also clearly been planning this album for a while. The scene with the kid controlling the hydraulics on the car with a remote control directly ties to a post on Kendrick's Finsta years ago, where he's seen as a child playing with a remote control GNX, the same car his father owns. The video and the song opens with Kendrick saying "I am," which reminded me of The Heart Part 5, when he started with a quote saying "I am all of us." The full phrase reinforces the reincarnation theme woven throughout the album. The Soul Train style board reads "Omnia est a liquid," Latin for "everything is something," which isn't just a nod that every symbol in his videos
he got it
is calculated. It's a callback to Kendrick's belief that
so he caught it.
The nod that every Latin for everything is a liquid, Latin for everything is something, which isn't just a nod that every symbol theme woven throughout the album. The Soul Train style board reads "Omnia est a liquid," Latin for everything is something, which isn't just a nod that every symbol in his videos, everything in his music is calculated. It's a callback to Kendrick's belief that societal change begins with personal transformation. Even the set itself is a tribute to the Roots' Next Movement music video. This reference feels deliberate given Questlove's recent comments about hip-hop being dead after the Kendrick-Drake beef. Kendrick is in dialogue with that narrative here, potentially responding by positioning himself and the year that he's had as a reincarnation of hip-hop. This video is also a deep level
even of the video
culture, from LA to the Bay. The green freeway sign at the start mirrors the sign you'd see when entering Compton. You got crumping, lowriders, cholo dance parties, tributes to Nate Dogg and Ice-T, the Mexican Catholic-style candlelight vigil, all coming together to celebrate the intersection of Black and Mexican culture in California. The little boy on the power wheel nods to menace to society. It mirrors a scene where a child's innocence is a contrast to the surrounding violence, a consistent theme in Kendrick's work, being a good kid in a mad city. He also shows a lot of love to the Bay. The hyphy t-shirt and scraper bike reference legends like Keek to Sneak and Trunk Boys. The digital belts, the girls taking photos in front of the pink heart backdrop are all nods to classic 90s, 2000s trends in photo studios, grounding the video in Cali nostalgia. The painting of Black Jesus in the background, but that painting having a price tag on it, as well as this moment where Kendrick is holding the sign that says Jesus saves gangsters too, is an interesting commentary on religion when it comes to Black cultural identity. I think it's interesting that he's positioning Black Jesus as something for sale. Him holding the sign is kind of like someone advertising something on the street, but I can't really clock if it's a criticism of Christianity or just a straightforward positive message about spiritual resilience. You gotta remember that throughout the Mr. Morale rollout, Kendrick repeatedly portrayed Jesus as both a divine figure and a reflection of the struggles and contradictions within humanity. This visual cements Kendrick's ongoing exploration of faith and redemption, blending it with themes of Black salvation and street culture. The video also features Storm DeBard, who previously appeared in Not Like Us, showcasing Kendrick's commitment to elevating Black women and their contributions to Cali dance culture. The hook of the song is also slightly altered, making the lyrics difficult to catch, something Kendrick's done before, like in the intro to the Humble video. I gotta point out this how to be more like Kendrick book moment. I don't think it's that deep, it's just funny. This moment shows the Pan-African flag, but it could also be a slight nod at Ebony Prince, who has the flag as his Twitter profile picture, who I made a whole video on here, but is basically just the hotel employee that gave Kendrick the photo of Drake's items that he used as a cover for Meet the Grams. This music video isn't just a tribute, it's a celebration. With these references, Kendrick is cementing his status as a leader through being a student of hip-hop. Let me know if there's anything I missed down below, and as always, thanks for watching.
Fire, fire, fire. I want to know if there's ones that's not in those 2 videos that we've missed, y'all. Please hit me with them on Twitter. Drop them in the comment section below. You tried it. What you got going on? She says the Illuminati is nothing but the Freemasons. Every couple of centuries, they changed the name. It was the Knights of the Templar. Very, very deep history when you discuss Freemasonry and the 2 different lanes of, I guess, that ladder, right? There's so much studying that you would have to do, or we would have to do, or discuss when it comes to the understanding of Freemasonry and how some of it is placed within movies, videos. It's huge in Hollywood, right? For example, like the movie The Matrix, part 1, where they go into the Matrix and remember the cat walks past the mirror, and he walks past twice, and it has deja vu, which signifies that there's a glitch in the Matrix happening, right? But the floor is checkerboarded. You know, that's symbolic. Another one that does a lot of it, Watchmen has a lot of Freemasonry type of depictions. That's a whole video within itself. That's a deep topic, right? Because you even have the practicing of Freemasonry as it relates to paying your deeds into heaven, right? And then you have what's believed to be the demonic side of Freemasonry, and you even have a middle where people believe that you could be doing a certain type of practice on this side, but not knowing that it's incorporated with this side until you get to some type of level within it. It's a lot. It's a lot. I did a lot of that stuff, especially around 9/11. I remember I bought like a 20 pack of DVDs on eBay from Alex Jones, right? And I got into the Bilderbergs, I got into Freemasonry, I got into the Illuminati, I got into the attacks in London, I got into 9/11 deeper, I got into a lot of stuff. And it was just like, yo, like, you just can't trust shit in this fucking world. You know, you try this with me. Oh, wait. Is that me too? I bought those DVDs. Yeah, I'm cool on that right now. Yeah, but closing out, as it relates to all of the Easter eggs in the Squabble Up music video, there's probably more on the internet. Y'all keep hitting me on Twitter with them. Let me know if there's other breakdowns that we need to come back for. I think I'm gonna drop a video, not a live today, about the Rowdy Rich's Grammy. That's gonna be a very short video. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like a 4-minute video. If y'all are paying attention to the channel, what's gonna happen is some of my shorter content will be in the form of video uploads, right? And they'll either be pieces that I think are important that come from our lives, or they'll just be fresh, exclusive videos that weren't in any live or anything like that. For example, today, the Rowdy Rich video that I'm going to drop, it's not in any of the lives. It'll just be new content for us to discuss. The lives will be slightly longer content, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If we sit here for an hour, it is what it is. And that's why I get to rock with y'all, rock with the members, rock with the supers. So keep an eye on the channel, people. I've moved the Sorry Is True podcast playlist to the top of the channel now. Reason being is because I'm going to be doing both lives and videos and even shorts mixed in for different reasons. I don't want people to mix things, because I know that over like the last, like, let's say 8 months, people have gotten used to the Sorry Is True podcast only being about the live shows, and it's expanding into the video content as well. And some of those will have exclusives. So pay attention to not just, the lives and keep your notifications on, but pay attention to the playlist, right? Because there's going to be days where you're going to see 2 or 3 new video pieces of content hit the playlist, live or uploads. There'll be days where you see 1. There might be a day or 2 that we got to miss depending on what's going on. But keep an eye on the playlist, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and we're gonna keep growing this thing, y'all. I'm working. So give me maybe until maybe around lunchtime-ish or whatever, and we'll drop that Roddy Rich one. It won't be alive, y'all. So keep an eye on the playlist once again. Other than that, sorry it's true, y'all. We'll be back in a second.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry It's True podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without our, they still got a gun. Come on!